Hi. Okay, so today we're answering this amazing question from a client. So the question is, why is inner child healing essential for personal growth? And how does it contribute to building a successful coaching business? This was such a fun question to receive because I really believe that your inner child healing is going to be at the root of most of your success in your life. Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people out there that are wildly successful and have done no healing at all. So you might want to be saying, yeah, okay, whatever. And I understand that. But what you might not understand is all those people that are seemingly so successful and living life to its fullest are often absolutely miserable on the inside, or they are making those around them and those closest to them miserable. So, why is it so important? It is important because really it's kind of at the root of most of your struggles. So as I said, if they're making other people miserable or they're feeling miserable, you're not really happy, right? You're just successful. And success only can bring you so much. If you're actually miserable on the inside, well, good luck enjoying any of your success. So why is it the root of essential for personal growth? So how we do things is in response to the way we were treated. We have a part of our brain that we makes us special from animals, that we have the ability to, when we have something painful happen, emotional, physical, spiritual, and any level, right? Any painful experience, our brain goes into overtime to try to avoid that particular experience again. It will do anything, which means it will often override you and make you make decisions or do things that you don't want to be doing, acting out, losing our temper, treating people the way we don't want to. Most of the time, these are not done from a sane place, right? We're not consciously hurting somebody. We're in like a temporary insanity, right? We've lost it. We're out of our normal self. What do we say we are in? We are probably acting like a child. So in those states, or if you're in a situation where you're like, I know better, but I can't do the thing because I'm kind of stuck, that's also an indicator that you have some inner child work to do. So it's essential for personal growth because you're kind of gaslighting yourself if you aren't doing inner child work. If you have painful past, parts of your past, and this could literally mean going to one day in a public middle school. You did not have to have a horrific childhood in order for many things to still be affecting you. Limiting beliefs are almost always sourced from childhood. So even if you were not in a bad environment or you were not abused, there are still really minor things that can affect you really, really deeply. So as simply as not getting enough emotional connection. Even if you had all of your needs met, but you had a parent who was a workaholic who couldn't be there for you, that can cause a slew of problems down the line, relationship problems, success problems, problems with your employees, problems with your coworkers, problems with, anything. So it's super important. So, how does it contribute to building a successful coaching business? And so, this is where we want to look at what is success. So, you can look at any number of celebrities. Okay. We're just going to look at a celebrity because, well, their life is in the limelight. We get to see way too much of their lives. So, we'll use that kind of as an example. And you can see that there are a lot of stars that make it big, they have success, but they're alcoholics, they're drug addicts, they're falling apart, they're in toxic relationships, they're doing illegal things, like their lives are falling apart, but they have success. So, when we say building a successful coaching business, and especially since we are talking to the awakened entrepreneurs, you guys probably know that when we say success, that doesn't just mean dollars coming in your bank account, right? It means that we're genuinely happy, we're getting along with the people in our lives. Our If we have employees, they appreciate working with us. If we're collaborating, our team members are we're all in this together, and like it's this beautiful harmonious experience when you've done the work. Otherwise, you're acting on instinct, essentially, an instinct that isn't there, that isn't needed. So, as I mentioned back in, to the middle school or a painful experience, you're on guard all the time. making sure that those painful things don't happen, making sure you weren't abandoned, making sure you weren't abused, making sure you weren't um, treated poorly, not accepted, all of these things that come up for us and are important when you're trying to run a coaching business because you have to feel good about yourself. So, how does it contribute to building the successful coaching business? Because it allows you to, when you build success, to actually have that be success on all layers of your life, right? Successful relationships with your friends, successful romantic relationships, successful relationships with your children if you have them, with your parents, success, in your diet. Are you healthy? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you spiritually balanced? Like, all of these things, we need to look at success across all of those, across all the facets of our life. And with those facets, right, we have to be able to find success in all of them, not just one or two areas. So when you do the inner child work and you have that personal growth, it's this root juice, root healing, right? A lot of healing can be done. There's a lot of mindset work that's kind of slapping a band-aid on it and changing your mind and getting into the right mood. And those things can help in the moment to boost confidence and to get you moving. But a lot of people that do those things, if they aren't doing the deep work, it'll catch up. And at some point in your life, the band-aid you keep slapping on don't work anymore. Um, I have a friend who is a coach who has recently started working for another coach, a bigger name. And we are seeing that, and this often shows up with the gurus, right? A lot of these people are not walking their talk. They're standing up, they're educating, they're teaching us, they're preaching to us, they're sharing, and then they aren't doing those things behind the scenes, right? They're not actually showing up and they're not walking their talk. So they're saying things but they're not doing it. So you can be one of those and be successful and not be in alignment and have people around you starting to go, wait, she said this and did that, or he did this to one person and then acted this way to somebody else for no real reason. And it, like, you'll start to see the disconnections and the lack of authenticity really is what comes through. They have success, but they're not genuine. So why do we believe, or I believe, that it is super important to do inner child healing for personal growth and to have your successful coaching business, so you are doing it authentically, so you are doing it in a way that you can feel good about all the way through. And so when you get to the top, you're not hurting others and you are serving everybody in your existence to the best of your ability.